Hey everybody, it's Briggsville here, playing War World of Tanks. I'm playing in my Panzer III. It's a tier 3 light tank that I use to my advantage in this game. Now, my crew's really well done, really up to speed. I think I'm on my third skills now for this crew. I've got one set of camouflage. I think I've got 6 sense in my commander, and I've got all the rest in the repair section, apart from one who's got situational awareness, which gives me extra view range. But as someone who's going to utilise my camouflage, I am literally going to sit in this bush the entire game. The entire game. Let me just pause it quickly here. When I say the entire game, I mean for the next like 5 to 7 minutes I'll be sitting in this position shooting at people, and I do pretty good. I may just let it run, not even talk about it, or I may just talk shit over it. So let's begin. I'm going to keep zoomed like this. So I'm literally at the moment just going to focus purely on trying to take as many people out and hitting many people as possible. I'm not going to worry about ammo just yet. Set that guy on fire, kill him with that next shot. That Panzer 1C becomes a bit of an annoyance later on. He just will not seem to die. Miss my chance to kill the Cruiser Mark III. The BT-7 takes a few hits and I still miss my chance. Could have done more damage there, but I didn't. Focusing on other tanks now, but they're mostly in cover. I'm going to try and do my best to take out other tanks. I miss the fact that the T-18 is just sitting out in the open there. I could have done some damage against that tank, but I missed the chance. And as you can see, my accuracy isn't particularly good. That shot was decent, but in general my accuracy is pretty piss poor. And I've only got 1 kill at the moment, and you're thinking, I mean, there's only like 5 guys left or something silly, what are you going to do about it? But nonetheless, I'm going to just keep pummeling shells and miss a lot. I'm missing a hell of a lot of shots. Accuracy is almost so bad till I get the chance to kill that fellow, the T-127. I wasted a lot of shots in this game, a hell of a lot of shots. And when I realised that I'm slowly starting to run out of bullets, my shots become more accurate in the sense that I actually take the time to shoot. Whereas before wouldn't even let that go, I'd have just... he disappears out of nowhere, and I am still now stuck finding out what these guys are doing. Those two have a nice little sit there for a couple of minutes, waiting for either one to come around the corner. That doesn't happen. I think he gets flanked by the T-70 in a second. The Panzer C is in position. The T2 medium takes a nice little hit there from me. This tank, if you can get this Panzer IIIA in a tier 3 or a tier 4 battle, you can actually do some good. You can actually do a lot of good. It's a very nice little tank. It's not very well armoured, so you have to be very careful with it. A nice lucky shot there through a tank wreck. The T2 medium tank is behind cover, and so is the Panzer 1C, which I just can't seem to get any kind of hit on. I'm down to just under 30 rounds now, so I've got to be very, very careful what I do. Tetrarch comes out to play. goes back around. I didn't take my chance. I wanted to have the accuracy of letting my reticule go to full. It's not dilation, but it's the other one. It's the opposite of dilation. Waiting for the Tetrarch to come into play. M2 medium or T2 medium on the north is going to pop up as well at some point. I'm just looking around now, getting a little bit bored of sitting here. I still haven't been spotted yet, as far as I'm aware. Cruiser 4 comes into play. Take a shot, but I miss it. Focus on the T70 now, because it comes back into view. Su-76 comes into view, and I'm starting to really struggle now in terms of ammunition. Focus on the Su-76, something I can destroy. One more shot and that'll do it. And we have liftoff. My leading wasn't particularly good there. I've got 19 shells left. I've got to be very careful here. They've still got 5 tanks left. We've only got 5 tanks left. We're all a bit even at the moment. Do a couple of good shots on the LTP here. Lose the LTP for now. T2 medium is in cover. Can't do any damage to him. Cruiser 4 is on the left. I might be able to get a shot off on him, but I decide against it. Now everyone's gone dark again. I've got 15 rounds. I've got to be very careful here, because 15 rounds on 5 tanks. I've got to get penetrations here. Bit lucky this guy decides he wants to sit side on, and I'll oblige by shooting him in the side. Tetrarch comes out to play. 1 shot will kill it. Thank you very much. 12 rounds. Cruiser 4 comes into play. Hello there. Goodbye there. T2 medium just pops up out of nowhere. First shot goes wide. 10 rounds left. Got to be very careful here. I risk 1 there. I think I get a hit on him. A shit on him. Top gun is already mine, but we're level now. We've got 3 on 3. LTP is on the left, or to the north. T2 mediums in the middle to the north, and the Cruiser 4 is on the right hand side. I think I can leave the Cruiser 4 for now. I've got to worry about the LTP on this side here, because if the M3 Stuart can't deal with it, then I've got to deal with it. T2 medium didn't get hit, by the way, from my shot. That shot then bounces. I've only got can only waste 1 more shot on this guy, but I decide against it and go for the Cruiser 4, but the Cruiser 4 is behind a wreck, so I'm going to have to risk a shot here when it gets a little bit further away. He moves out of range. I now have to look at the LTP. I'm now going to think about moving here, because if I stay where I am, I may not be able to get hits on these vehicles, so I'm thinking about moving towards the M3 Stuart to help him out against the LTP, because the LTP for a tier 3 is actually quite good. It's got a decent gun and its armor's not too terrible, so I've got to be quite lucky and hit it in the right spot. T70 is going to have a look for the T2 medium, but he's going to cap, most likely. T2 medium comes into play. I'm going to see what he does. He may just sit. He's probably sitting right next to the LTP right now. We lose contact. LTP is now coming to range. I missed my shot. I've got 7 rounds left. I've got to be very lucky here, and that's the first time I get spotted. So I decide now's the time. If I was going to move, now is the time to do it. I damage myself because I'm an idiot, but the repair's not too shabby, if I say so myself, and I'll be moving right now. This is a very quick tank. It's probably, I think it's one of the quickest tanks you can get. LTP is now coming into range. I got a bit lucky with that shot there. Second shot does well. T2 medium comes into play here, and I'm going to get close to him. I'm going to risk being shot here. I ram him just to make sure I had enough ammo, and I destroy him, and that is the end of that. 8 kills as a tier 3. It's not particularly amazing. It wasn't a particularly amazing round, but if you have the right skills on the right tank at the right time and you find the right spot, you can do a hell of a lot. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.